Well, hello, PackMag parents. I'm Bree James, and on today's show, I have two wonderful guests joining me to chat about Sesame Street's newest character, Ji Young, and the introduction of a new initiative called See Us Coming Together. So first, I'm going to chat to Autumn Sasani, who is the content producer at Sesame Street Workshop, and then we're going to get Ji Young onto the show as well, which I'm super excited about. So, Autumn, can you tell me first, why did Sesame Workshop decide to create a character like Ji Young?
Basically, Sesame Workshop, we have always embraced diversity and inclusion and representation on the street and in our content. And including our newest friend, Ji Young, is another way for us to do this and include more representation from Asian and Pacific Islander communities. We know how important it is for children to be able to see themselves on television and how important that representation is. And then we also know how important it is for other children to be able to see people that are different from them and to learn from them. So this was just a really great opportunity to showcase.
Initiative called See Us Coming Together, which is a beautiful initiative. Can you share with our listeners a little bit more about that?
Yes, so this initiative really helps parents and caregivers talk to their children about race and racism and how to be an upstander for yourself and for your friends. And there's a lot of materials and resources to help kickstart those conversations, which might be really challenging for parents, but we really want to encourage them to have these conversations with their children because we know how important they are. So we have a lot of video clips and printables and resources that are all available that also accompany our special See Us Coming Together.
Yeah, I love that. And where can people look for that on the website? Because I know there's a really special spot.
Yes, there is a special area just for the special. So that is on sesame.org, I believe, /See Us. And then also we have a Sesame Street in Communities website where you can find a lot of resources about talking about race specifically.
So any tips for parents listening right now on how they can talk to their child about race? Because, we are taught to look, for differences and similarities, but it can sometimes be, I remember talking to Rosemary, don't point out the differences, but, but it's such a thing that we've been taught and trained to do that kids are like, oh, I don't know when I should be talking about things. And we're shutting down those conversations, which could be an opportunity to talk about our differences in a positive way.
And just like you mentioned, your first instinct almost as a parent is to be like, shh, don't ask those kinds of questions, or to say that we're all the same, we don't notice color, but that's not true. Children from a very young age notice color, notice differences. They're noticing how people may look different or speak different languages than them. And at that age, they're so curious, and it really comes from a place of innocence, and they just want to know more. So for parents, they really should just embrace those questions. You see where your children are at. You ask them questions as well. And then you answer them in the way that you think is appropriate for them, but also don't shy away from it. It's also okay, I have to say, that if you don't know the answer, it's okay to just put a pin in it and say, we'll come back to this. And you can go and learn more or use our resources to help with those conversations, because sometimes you just need a tip or a starting place. So that information is really helpful, but it is very important to start at a young age.
And I really like that analogy of put a pin in it, because sometimes you just go, and you think you have to have all the answers right on hand as a parent. But, sometimes you do just need to say, look, can I think about that? And I'll come back to you.
Yes, I've done it many times as a parent.
Yeah. Now, Autumn, the children of Australia have some questions for Ji Young. Do you think she would come onto the show to say hello?
Yes, I believe so. Let me see if she's here. Ji Young?
Yeah.
You here?
Yeah.
You want to come and talk to my friends?
What? Your friend? Yeah.
Yeah.
Your friend? Yeah. Hi. Oh, hi. I just turned. I came from down there. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Bree. So nice to meet you.
Hi, Bree. What a pretty name.
Oh, thank you. It's kind of like cheese, but it's not spelled the same as the brie cheese.
Who doesn't
Thankfully.
love cheese?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
No?
exactly. So, Ji Young, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Romeo, and I like riding skateboard, and I love being Korean American. My family's Korean, and my harmony lives with me. That's my grandma. Did I forget anything? I play soccer. Oh, I'm talking too much, aren't I?
No.
Sometimes I do that. I get really excited about meeting new people.
I love that. I see that you're vibrant. You've got so much energy and you love skateboarding. Wow. How's it skateboarding on Sesame Street?
Oh, it's good. Everybody's really safe here, uses their helmets and
right.
things like that. I'm still learning. I want to learn how to do some tricks, but it takes a lot of practice.
Yes, I bet. Now, there's a big celebration coming up on Sesame Street. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, we're gearing up for Neighbor Day. It's where the whole community is going to gather and sort of celebrate being part of a community. And everybody's getting together and sharing different things. And I've been working on a song on my electric guitar, and I can't wait to show everybody.
Oh, wow. Is there going to be food from everyone's going to bring something to share as well? That's something that we do in Australia.
We have a special friend, Chef Melissa King, is going to stop by. We have a lot of special friends coming, actually. Yeah.
Oh, tell me who's coming that's special.
Oh, Simu Liu, who's like a big movie and
movie
TV star. Yeah, I geeked out maybe a little bit too hard when I met him, but he was super cool, and he's organizing games with Big Bird. And Mr. Jim Lee, he's a very talented comic book artist. He's Korean like me, and he's gonna help with decorations. Who else was there?
Padma Lakshmi.
Oh my gosh, Padma Lakshmi is so beautiful and so nice. Yeah, she's coming to visit and bringing some food from her culture as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. It sounds like the best party ever.
I can't wait. You should come.
I will. I would love to come. Thank you for the invitation.
Nice.
So how do you help friends feel like they belong? Because you're making me feel like I belong, and I really appreciate that. So you're very good at that. So can you tell me how you make friends feel like they belong on Sesame Street?
I mean, it's really simple. Like sometimes you might see someone who's left out of a game or some playtime, and you just say, "Hey, we're gonna play tag with us." It's really as simple as that. It's just like bringing people in and making them feel like they belong, and just being the kind of friend who listens when they want to talk to you. Yeah.
I love that. So you said at the beginning that you're a proud Korean American. What do you love most about your culture?
Kind of part of who I am, I do love that my grandma, my harmony, lives with us, and she teaches a lot about our culture and traditions, and she makes really delicious food. I guess that's my favorite part. Yeah. And I learned how to speak Korean through her too.
Oh, that's so great. I love Korean food. It's so tasty.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, can you handle the spice?
Yes, I love kimchi. Kimchi's amazing.
Ooh.
I've got to try and
okay.
learn how to make it. So maybe your grandmother can send me a recipe. That'd be great.
Ooh, it's not easy the way my harmony makes it. It's like a full day thing.
I have heard, and I think that's why I just still buy it from the Korean shop instead, because it's
smart. Yeah, but even my mom doesn't really attempt it.
So tell me, what do you think about Sesame Street now that you're a resident, that you're living there?
Oh yeah, I just moved here. I'm pretty new to Sesame Street, but wow, everybody's been so welcoming and makes me feel like I belong here. And even though there's so many different friends here, people of different colors, they speak different languages. We got monsters and honkers and grouches and big birds, and everybody gets along. Yeah,
that's so
it's been
great.
Really great.
Oh, that's wonderful. So have you got any goss yet on Big Bird or Oscar or the Grouch that you can share?
Can I tell you a secret about Big Bird?
Yes.
I was a little scared when I first met him because I'd never seen a bird that big before. Anybody looked like him. But the cool thing is I got to know him and I realized he was kind and silly and fun and a good friend. So sometimes you just got to get to know people or big birds before you decide they're scary or not, because Big Bird is not scary.
Not at all.
No, but I can see why at first you thought he might be, because he's so tall.
He's gigantic.
So tall.
Yeah.
Well, Ji Young and Autumn, thank you so much for joining me today and chatting about, why Sesame Street's doing this amazing new series, and, your amazing culture too, and the importance of helping those around us feeling like they belong. Now, you can watch Ji Young and all of her pals at Sesame Street on ABC for Kids. So thanks so much for being on the show. And please tell everyone that all the kids in Australia say hello to all of the characters at Sesame Street, okay?
Oh, I will. That's a big hello delivery.
Yeah.
It's a very big hello.
There's a lot of kids in Australia.
There is. That's just a few, but they're all like saying, please say hello to Sesame Street. So
well, please send all of our love from all of our friends here at Sesame Street back to the kids in Australia, please.
we will.
Hi to all the kids who love Pac-Man. Good day.
G'day.
Good day.
Thanks so much, Ji Young. Thank you, Autumn.
Thanks
Thanks
Bree.
so much.
you.
Great to have you on the show.